The debate bros in chat don't actually care if anyone believes in anything. They just like verbal carnage. Yeah, I guess I like spectacle myself, at least to an extent, but like to the point where you're engaging with it almost purely as like professional wrestling, like kayfabe, you people are like actual degenerates. Like if you're like, this is like Roman bread and circus stuff. If your interest in political debate is literally just the debate, divorced from ideology or sincerity, you just like people yelling at each other. You like in a different timeline, you would have been a fan of Aiden Ross or whatever, like a few years ago, you know? You would have been doing like the alt-right Bloodsport thing. It's so nihilistic. Like it's just not believing in anything. It's crazy. What separates that from someone who will say anything to win because they're arrogant or something? That's the opposite. Arrogant people won't say anything to win because they think they can win with the things they actually believe. That's the difference. The people who will just say anything and don't have any real principles are like shiftless and usually lack self-confidence. They just want to, it has nothing to do with like their positions or beliefs. It's just a way of like threading the talk through for whatever reason, clout or whatever. Debating arrogant people is fucking fun because they believe the shit they say, right? Is there, how do I mass ban people? This is very important. You know, I feel like you've lost a lot of the fire, I guess, from your stream head from the debate heavy content. Letting go. You're doing exactly the thing that I'm describing. It's not a matter of the passion. None of the passion that I had then is gone. You need a good partner to debate. It's not a like people act like it's a choice. Like I somehow choose to make everyone else a retard. I mean, I didn't choose this path. It's unfortunately, it's just a consequence of the shifting environment, the online landscape, what incentivizes what, you know? It has nothing to do, like, hey, Vaush, have you considered that people like debates? Really? I haven't heard that one before. Only thousands of times. Find me a good debate partner. Ain't easy. That being said, there are a lot of people who will email me being like, hey, do you want to debate my dad? And the answer is that I don't. Like you, YouTube punk, you've emailed me about this Pine Creek Doug person. I'm not interested in just randomly seeking out disagreeable people online. Like, that's just weird. I don't want to do that. For sure, you need to be selective, but even steamrolls help emphasize your own arguments. No, letting go. You don't understand. This isn't a matter of steamrolling. You can't steamroll somebody who's not sincere. How do you steamroll a person who doesn't care about the debate? You'll just say anything. You could challenge their point in any way or debunk it in any way, and they'll just say a new thing because they're totally disconnected from the actual thing that they're saying. Like, they don't care. Steamrolling isn't having better points than the other. If that was steamrolling, then I'd be steamrolling every conversation I ever have with anyone. Steamrolling is the process of overwhelming another person in debate, either by, you know, just literally talking over them, which is less satisfying than the better version, which is just like getting them trapped in a contradiction of their own like positions or whatever. None of this can happen if the other person isn't sincere. It's all connected to the quality of the person you find. It's not about steamrolling. Yeah, it's like arguing with a houseplant, exactly. No, Asmilia, I think it's like a good point to talk about. Vaush, you can still see you're not as much into debating as you once were, right? It's fine. Is this bait? It's, if debates are fun, debates are fun. If they're not fun, they're not fun. So you wouldn't do debates with modern day debate anymore? Well, modern day debate isn't a debate opponent. Modern day debate is a host or a moderator. But no, I don't like having moderators in the debates. I don't like the undue legitimacy it gives the opponents. Oh, one of the people that I'm banning has IDF apologia marked in their history. We could have marks in our history. There are all sorts of mod tools. Are you opposed to moderators in all scenarios, or just because right-wing grifters benefit too much from legitimacy? Not in, like, all scenarios, but they're pretty worthless, aren't they? Have you guys ever seen a moderator who actually did their job in terms of, like, fact-checking claims that people made on the fly? Because what people think moderators are for, like, it seems that moderators exist entirely to say, okay, now it's your turn. Like, your job could be replaced with a fucking chess timer. Like, worthless, you know? Like, real moderation should involve, like, a structured engagement. The problem is nobody wants to do this because it's not good for clout, because the shouting is good for clout. So obviously, like, you just want people to go on there and yell or whatever. But yeah, the kinds of people that I debate don't really deserve any of the legitimacy that would be granted by having a moderator go, okay, here's your 9-minute opener. Sam Cedar rarely debates anyone anymore for the same reason. Not sure why Vaush gets shit for it. Well, let's be real. The main reason I get shit for it is because a bunch of people from Destiny's community, either from theirs or in the overlap, just use it as like a poke or whatever. The reason I stopped talking to Destiny is for exactly the same reason, because he doesn't really believe in anything, shifts his positions. I still remember the Just Move debate. Nobody believes anything. Vaush should offer to moderate debates for other YouTubers. I actually like moderating debates. The few times that I've done it, it was pretty fun. If Hippy Dippy came back, would you do that? You realize how worthless... You realize everything that I'm saying about the worthlessness of these conversations is magnified like 10 times over for fucking panel shows, right? Jesus Christ. Lonerbox versus Bad Empanado was fun. If you thought that debate was fun, then, like, you should just watch professional wrestling because you don't actually care. That's exactly what I mean. Like, you just want loud noises. You should just load up, like, 4 YouTube videos of, like, keys jangling and, like, a clown horn being blown. Just, like, have all that layered over you and just listen to that for 8 hours and you'll be fine, you know? Like, your standards are... I don't want to make content for people that would, to appeal to people like that, you know? Jesus. Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason I would do the Hippy Dippy stuff. Because Dylan Burns was honest about it just being professional wrestling. And yeah, the last Hippy Dippy that I went to, like, that one guy, the guy who's I know primarily for sexually harassing AOC in the Capitol steps, sexually harassed another woman there. Like, phenomenal content, you know? Yeah, Alex Stein, that guy. I thought you liked blood sports debates? No! Yeah, people just want wheel spinning. Hold on, I'm almost done banning everyone. Say what you will, but I definitely feel like even if it was a steamroll against someone, letting go your tiny marble-like brain isn't my like sticky loads sliding off the smooth, lacquered, wax-like surface of your marble brain. Okay, you're not getting it. It's not sticking. Okay, steamrolling can't happen if the other person doesn't care. It's not a matter of them being dumb or smart. Okay, have you ever? Okay, if you want evidence of how impotent debate is as a tool against people who are just stupidly saying shit. Go out there, go outside. I know this will be tough for you, but I believe in you, okay? Go outside and talk to literally any crazy sidewalk corner preacher. Any one of them. Have fun. Spend 8 hours there, you know? I bet you'll get a lot done. Do you feel like you're steamrolling them? No! Because they just say shit. Because they waffle. They're waffling. They're yappers. There's not a fucking connect. You're not gonna like construct an argument. They're gonna be like, like this is the shower argument of understanding of how debates function. Like if you construct a logical trap, the other person blusters and you feel like the smart guy, you know? That's not how it works. Steamrolling can happen, but only if a person gets flustered when they're confronted on contradictions in their beliefs. And that can only happen if they actually believe the thing. If they're just shamelessly dishonest, then there can't be a steamroll. How do you steamroll something that doesn't stand still? You know how slow steamrollers are? I agree with you, but I think what they mean is you can teach your audience about rhetoric and arguments you can use in discussions like those. No, you can't. There is no rhetorical strategy for dealing with people who don't care about the conversation that you're in. The rhetorical strategy for that is to leave. Seriously. If you're talking to a person, like a lot of people who are disingenuous, you can still hold them to account on some things because there are public consequences for them flustering. Donald Trump lies all the time, but there are things Donald Trump couldn't say, right? But like, if you're just some like 5-viewer nobody YouTuber looking for clout, there's nothing that they can't say. They just whatever, you know? Come on, we've talked about this so many times. It just makes me worry that you guys just like the blood sports. You guys just want, you just want the yelling and the blah-de-blah, you know? It's all apathetic. I hate this nihilism. It's like Jordan Peterson, okay? I hate this nihilism. I see your point, but still you talk well either way. Well, of course I talk well. I mean, but I talk well either way. Why would I want to, like, deliver free clout, like in a big heaping bucket, in a boring conversation where the other person doesn't care about what they're saying? That Mike from PA debate was goated, though? Yes, because Mike from PA cares about the stuff that he says. He says a lot of stupid shit, but Mike from PA is a sincere a person to engage with an argument, or at least he was in the context of that debate. He says a lot of stupid shit, but it's not about people saying stupid shit. It's about them believing something, right? That's why it was fun. Do you think we would have gotten any of that, like, phenomenal Mike from PA debate goodness if he hadn't believed in anything? Do you think he would have screamed, "What's a tiff?" if he didn't believe? He would have just said stuff. It would have been boring. You wouldn't have said anything. You would just sort of asinine, mindless delivery of a bunch of points, mutually contradictory. None of the fun stuff would have happened. Why would he have talked about TIFs or sewer socialism? Because he wouldn't have cared. He wouldn't have thought of those. His wacky Mike from PA brain wouldn't have summoned those talking points, you know? So basically the only people worth debating are the leftists? No, that's not what I'm saying. Debates with crazies are fun, though. No, I'm not talking about crazies. Crazies are usually sincere. Guys, you're kidding me. Please. I know I'm selecting like specific messages from people who disagree or who are saying something that I disagree with, but come on, man. It's not about being crazy. It's not about being dumb. It's not about your political ideology. It is just about whether you believe what you're saying. That's it. Give up, chat won't stop. You're arguing against people who talk to 3 people a year. Yeah, I guess.